Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. I'm the brother Yahshua, back with another lesson. All right. And we're just going to go into Sirach chapter 2. All right. And try to keep this short. The Spirit was on me to go into it. I was doing camp on Sunday, and somehow the camera malfunctioned and only got like a minute. And what happened right after I opened the camp, part of a precept came to me, and I couldn't think of it right away, so I went and searched for it on my cell phone, and we'll get to it, right? But I couldn't find it, and I spent a good deal of time trying to find it, and it was, it was a little embarrassing, to say the least. And I was thinking to myself, wow, that's going to look real funny when they're watching that. But it was the phrase that I was looking for was "order thyself aright." Okay, and I couldn't find it, and so after I got home, I remembered looking for it, and I said, "Well, let me go ahead and search for it." And the closest I came was right here in verse 2, "Set thy heart aright." Okay, but I'll show you where it actually comes up. All right, now I know, and the Spirit is with me, so I was able to find it. So anyway, this is Sirach 2:1. My son, all right, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right, so let's get a precept on that. All right, let's go to James 1 and 2. Brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. Okay? Is that it? Let me see. Temptation, diverse temptations. All right? Here it says, count it all joy. Here it says, prepare thy soul for temptation. So, prepare thy soul for temptation. Get yourself ready. Okay? Set thy heart aright. Okay? And constantly endure. We're in the time right now of being ready to endure until the end of Jacob's trouble. Set thy heart aright, get yourself in order, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Okay, you have to patiently endure that whole thing. All right, let's go to Matthew 24. What is it? 7? Right here. Right here. 13. Matthew 24 and 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Constantly endure. Endure what? Endure unto the end. Okay? Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Cleave unto who? The Lord. To serve the Lord. Cleave unto who? Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. All right? Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Go back to James. All right. My brethren, count it all joy. Take cheerfully. All right. Whatever is brought up. When ye fall into diverse temptations. Whatever is brought upon you, take cheerfully. All right. Build your faith in patience. Let patience have her perfect work. All right. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. So these things are coming. The point that's being made is, look, this is about balance. You want the kingdom, right? Well, what's the opposite of the kingdom? Hell. What is the opposite of heaven? Hell. So in order to get heaven, you must first go through hell. You must be tried in the fire. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So you have to understand that Most High is going to send, evil upon you. Nobody gets to just waltz into the kingdom. Every man is going to be tried by, having to deal with and patiently endure bad times, which is what evil is, all right? Believe in him, that's faith, and he will help thee. Order, here's what I was looking for. Order thy way aright. And probably why I couldn't find it, because I said order thyself. Thyself aright is exactly what I was typing in. But this is what I was looking for. Order thy way aright and trust in him. All right, this is faith. Be a righteous person. All right, and believe. How do you trust in him? How do you believe in him? By knowing who he is. All right, a false balance is an abomination unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, meaning this: if you want the kingdom, if you want heaven, you first got to go through hell. All right, and that hell ain't going nowhere. It's part of the equation. Okay. 7, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. That's patience right here. Wait for his mercy and go not aside lest ye fall. Okay. To understand that you got to catch that hell is a large part of the equation. All right. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. All right. Which is in the kingdom. All right. First, hoping for good means that you're catching hell at some level. Right? So while you're catching hell, all right, know that the Most High is about balance and that the good is coming. All right? Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Right here. Or did any abide in his fear? What does it mean to abide in the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua? All right. To abide in the fear, to live. What does it mean to abide? You have to live in fear of the Most High constantly. You have to know that he could jack you up at any time. And not only that, he's going to. He's going to try you. There are going to be times with respect to balance that you got to catch some hell. right? When you look to the side and you see that guy and you say to yourself, well, nothing bad ever happens to him. No, it does. He's just really good at dealing with it. And he makes it look easy. He's catching hell too. He just makes it look as though he's not. But trust, the Most High is putting hell on him too. Right? And at that point, when you're looking and it looks like that dude is doing real good, right? And you start getting jealous and covetous, you're at that point you're supposed to check yourself, right? And know that the Most High is dealing with him too. But you're supposed to be working out your own salvation with what? Fear and trembling. All right. You worrying about somebody else. Well, he ain't never got to go through shit. Yeah, he's going through it too. All right. 11. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, it might take a while, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction. This is what we're working towards, okay? You gotta fear the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation, be ready to catch hell, and catch it, all right? And the Most High is about balance. See, when you apply the information, right? And then you man the hell up and endure until the end. How are you able to endure until the end? Because you're following directions. You're not you don't hate instruction. A fool hateth instruction. Okay, you want to do shit your way. Right? Really, you're a bitch and you can't handle a little pain. Right? You're effeminate. You're a woman. All right. Well, men, right? A real man has to deal with some adversity. All right, some evil. You got to be able to handle that. It's easy to handle the other side, the balance of it. All right. Woe. This is 12. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Okay. That means to be double-minded. That means to be bipolar, right? And those of you that know that you are, right? You need to look at look in the mirror and understand it's you. It's not somebody else. Usually when you're pointing at somebody about what they're doing, that's the problem you have with yourself. Okay? And you're supposed to be working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Right? Instead of pointing at somebody else and trying to make them the bad guy and take the focus off of you. Your eye is not single. Okay. 13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted. You ain't ready to endure until the end. Okay. You trying to put somebody in the same boat with you. Misery loves company. Right? Because you ain't ready to endure to. Really, you don't know what soldiering is about. All right. And you're mad at a soldier. You're trying to tear him down so that you can be equal to him. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. Right? Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? Got to look in the mirror. All right, I'm looking in the mirror. I don't give a damn. And I mean, how do you help your brother? By providing a great example for him. All right, by making sure There is not a log sticking out of your eye before you move to help him by admonishing him, not by tearing him down. All right? Usually, when you're worried about somebody else, your house ain't in order. Okay? You are deflecting, all right? You're distracting yourself from the work that you have to do. All right? And I'm speaking of myself right now. These words are for me first. You can't help somebody unless you know that you're, taking heed to these words for yourself first. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, the commandments. If you're looking for a way out of keeping I don't have to keep that one because you ain't in the spirit. And they that love him will keep his ways. What does it mean to keep his ways? And they that what? Love is keeping the commandments. And they that love him will keep his ways. What are his ways? The commandments. Love is keeping the commandments. It's easy, really. But it's not easy, right? If you have no self-worth, no self-confidence, right? And we all have work to do in those areas. I do. If you need to hear me say that I need to work on myself, I say it. I don't have a problem with saying that. I know the work that I have to do. Trust me, this thing starts with me. All right? I know who my head is. I know who the head of my head is. And then there's me. Right? I understand order. I understand who the elders are. And I understand instruction. Right? This is about you first. You can't do anything unless you've got yourself together and you understand the words or the instructions that are being imparted unto you. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing to him. And they that love him shall be filled with what? The law. Love, keeping the law. All right? They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. All right? Saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. All right? So, hey, let no man fool you. We ought to obey God rather than men. All right? So no, you're being instructed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua through the Spirit. Not no man. When you catch a man, right, trying to tell you what is coming from his heart and not from the scriptures, then you got a problem. All right, so, hey, here we go. This is a beautiful chapter, okay? Because what it's doing is preparing you for the time we're about to go through, all right? And the time that we're about to go through, everybody's got to go through it. Meaning this, everybody got to catch hell to be tried in the fire, to come out pure on the other side. That's basically it. So get ready, right? The worst that could happen is you could die in the truth, lest you be a reprobate and get kicked out of the truth. And the only one that could do that is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, through the Spirit of the Lord, all right? So remain steadfast, all right? Prepare yourself, because it's going to come down hard, all right? So with that, I hope that the elect were edified. And with that, we're going to say shalom.